It appears that Justin Bieber, the pop sensation himself, has finally broken his silence on some seriously creepy and disturbing rumors involving none other than Diddy surrounding his early days in the music industry. Apparently, there are whispers that Diddy, yes, the one and only, was supposedly grooming the Biebs when he was just a wee teenager. Can you imagine? The Biebs probably felt like he was living in a horror movie. I mean, all these people smiling and pretending to be happy around him, but deep down, he could smell the stench of inauthenticity. It's like a bad perfume, really. Now, the allegations against P. Diddy's alleged inappropriate behavior are getting louder. It's like a never-ending chorus of a scandalous symphony, and just when you thought it couldn't get any juicier, fans have started suggesting that this might explain Justin's wild antics during his early career days. The poor lad was probably acting out because he was haunted by Diddy's ghostly grooming shadows. Talk about a haunting melody of mental health struggles. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty, shall we? What was the deal between Diddy and the Biebs? Fans are even going as far as dubbing Diddy as R. Kelly 2.0. Yikes! That's quite a label. Rumor has it that Diddy's secret relationship with Justin might have been the catalyst for all the craziness. Who knew Diddy had such a talent for teenage turbulence? Now, let's pause for a moment and address another long-standing rumor about Mr. Sean Combs. People have been speculating that Diddy's closeted orientation since the 90s is like the worst-kept secret in the industry. But hey, that's not what this story is about. No. This tale is all about Diddy's alleged crimes involving young boys and men. We're not here to judge his love life, but let's hope he didn't write a handbook titled How to Get Away with Grooming. Looks like old Diddy has been getting himself into some trouble again. The guy just can't seem to keep it together, can he? And it all stems from his relationship with former protege, Usher of all people. I mean, seriously. Usher, the guy who was doing local talent shows in Atlanta at the age of 10? Sure, he was a child prodigy, but still. Anyway, after Usher caught the eye of Bobby Brown's former bodyguard AJ Alexander, things started to get weird. Alexander introduced Usher to Brian Reed, a representative from LaFace Records, and after Usher auditioned for Reed, he signed him on the spot. But problems arose when Usher's voice dropped during the recording of his first album. Thanks to puberty, Reed wanted to drop him from the label, but Usher begged to stay. So, Reed came up with a plan B, sending Usher to live with none other than Diddy himself in New York. Yeah, because that's a great idea. Usher was only 14 at the time, and in his own words, Diddy introduced him to the adult lifestyle. And let's just say, things got pretty wild at Diddy's house. According to Usher, you never knew what you were going to walk in on. And let's just say, it wasn't uncommon to open a door and see someone getting busy or several people engaging in an orgy. Yikes! It wasn't until Usher appeared on Howard Stern show that fans started raising concerns about Diddy's behavior. Howard asked Usher about the party scene at Diddy's place, and let's just say, it wasn't pretty. But even though Usher spilled some beans, it seemed like Diddy is still keeping some secrets. That man just can't stay out of trouble. Usher spilled the beans and revealed that he was basically getting paid to be Diddy's sidekick. But here's the catch. Nobody knows what in the world Diddy's flavor camp was all about. I mean, seriously, what kind of mysterious flavor are we talking about here? And why was Diddy selling out cash to a 14-year-old Usher? It's a total flavor mystery. Then the ever-curious Howard decided to ask Usher if he would let his own kids hang out with Diddy. Usher's response spoke volume, my friends. It was like a big neon sign flashing, "Danger! Stay away!" I guess we don't need a detective to solve that case, do we now? But hold on tight, because things are about to get even darker than a moonless night. Recently, an old interview with Kevin Hart and Diddy resurfaced on social media, revealing some seriously strange stuff. Apparently, Diddy used to talk about Usher sleeping in his bed when Usher was just a wee 10-year-old lad. Wait, what? That's not strange. It's like a triple scoop of weirdness with a sprinkle of awkwardness on top. Now here's the mind-boggling part. When all these bed-sharing shenanigans were going on, Diddy wasn't just a little older than Usher. He was almost a decade older. Picture this: a 19-year-old Diddy bunking with a 10-year-old Usher. If Diddy had made those comments about a young girl, it would be a major alarm bell ringing. No matter how you slice it, a 19-year-old dude should never be in bed buddies with a non-family 10-year-old boy. It's like a recipe for a Hollywood horror movie. You might be wondering, where were Usher's parents during all this madness? Here's the scoop. Usher's dad decided to exit stage, left when Usher was just a baby, leaving him in the capable hands of his mom, Janetta. According to Usher, dear old mom had no clue about his cozy living arrangements with Diddy. But some fans are raising an eyebrow at that claim. I mean, come on, L.A. Reid had to ask permission from someone before whisking a 14-year-old Usher from Atlanta to New York. Did Janetta practically hand Usher over to Diddy on a silver platter? We can't say for sure, but we can't dismiss the possibility either. Parents of child star are known to have a shady side, folks. Just take a look at the late Aaliyah's parents, who allegedly hushed up R. Kelly's illicit relationship with their daughter in exchange for a few albums. Yikes! It's like a real-life soap opera. And if that wasn't enough, let's dive into the world of Justin Bieber. Brace yourselves. Back in 2009, when little Justin was a spry 15-year-old, he uploaded a video on YouTube channel chronicling his 48-hour adventure with Diddy. Now, this video is the epitome of weirdness. Who knows why Diddy thought it was a great idea to have a teenage Justin hang around for a whole 2 days. It's like a riddle wrapped in an enigma. But wait, there's more. Diddy casually mentions that he'll give Justin a fancy car when he turns 16. Like, seriously? Diddy? Is that how you lure teenagers into your world? Flashing car keys like a magician with a trick up his sleeves? It's like a plot twist from a middle-aged man's guide to questionable behavior. Whew. Entertainment industry sure knows how to serve up the drama. It's a wild and wacky place. I mean, seriously? This whole situation is weirder than a penguin wearing a sombrero. And guess what? In the same video, Diddy dropped the bombshell that he had legal guardianship over Usher. Can you believe it? Did Usher's mom sign up for a rent-a-Diddy service? It's like they were running a luxury man hotel for teens. But wait, there's more. Diddy and Justin's interactions in front of the cameras were stranger than a cat doing the Macarena. There's another viral clip floating around where Diddy interrogates poor Justin about why he doesn't want to hang out anymore. And let me tell you, Justin looks as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs whenever Diddy is around. Talk about an uncomfortable encounter. It's given me flashbacks to the infamous Drink Camps episode where Diddy bombarded Fabulous with questions about partying. Diddy sure does have a knack for cornering young men and making them squirm like a worm on a hot sidewalk. So, how does Justin feel about all these wild allegations? Sources close to him claim that he's not exactly thriving. Apparently, the poor guy is dealing with some deep unresolved trauma. Just recently, a clip of Justin at Coachella went viral, showing his wife, Hailey, trying to comfort him. Fans are worried that Justin's mental health is declining faster than a roller coaster on steroids. It's like watching a sad puppy with a broken bone. Speaking of fans, they are not holding him back. They're all like, investigate Diddy already. What has he been up to? It's as if they believe Diddy is the kingpin of some crime syndicate. One fan even said, that clip of Justin and that grown man made me feel so uneasy. They must have done something fishy, like stealing his innocence or something. Yikes! They are convinced Justin is just a hollow shell in his former self. So, when will the authorities step in and investigate Diddy's alleged crimes? Fans are eagerly awaiting the day. It's like waiting for a sloth to break the sound barrier. It might take a while, but hey, what do you think? Do you believe these crazy accusations? Is Diddy the mastermind behind Justin's troubles?